Hi and welcome to another tech review, and this is kind of like a second review, a part 2, possibly even a part 3. So about 6 months ago I bought some of these. This is a pair of Skullcandy Grind. If you haven't seen my previous review, then check it out. I was very impressed with the actual sound quality and just the overall performance of these headphones. But there was one thing that really annoyed me. When I put them in the case, they didn't shut off, and it would still continue to play music while they were in the case. So these are what you get, and obviously when you open the lid it starts to try and pair, and when you close the lid, if you're playing music or if it's paired, it will close off. Now that didn't do that, and for whatever reason I couldn't get it to do it, and I left it, and I went off and bought a pair of Skullcandy Dime 3s, which I've been extremely happy about. But these bugged me. So I've kind of worked out that maybe the case was faulty, so off I went and found a pair of grinds that didn't work, but they had the case. So this is the old case. So with some buds in that don't work. So I swapped the cases around, so I had some working buds, and then I put them in the new case, and it has solved it. So if you are experiencing the same thing where it won't shut off or it's still playing music when they are in the case, then it's more than likely that the case is at fault. So it's going to be a sort of a second review, a re-review. So check out my other review to get my full thoughts. But I am going to kind of re-review them now. Now, I've been very impressed with the Skullcandy Grinds. I've also been impressed with the Dime 3s that I bought to replace these, and then I just wanted to get these working. So this is the grind. This is not the grind fuel. This is the standard grind. The grind fuel is pretty much the same. I think it's the inside of the case is orange, and you get wireless charging on the fuels, but not these. So as I said in the previous video, these are absolutely feature-packed earphones. You can use them for calls, they've got voice assistant, you can use them for controlling Spotify, they've got their own stay aware mode, which I didn't really touch on in the previous video, but I've been quite impressed with so far. You can use this either bud on their own. The battery life for them is fantastic. It goes for 40 hours, and that's 9 hours on a single charge, so each bud will go for 9 hours, and then you can put it back in the case and it will charge them 3 times, so you get a maximum of about 40 hours on a single charge, which is insane for such small little earphones. I will say that I don't have my others to hand, but the case for the grind is a lot bigger than the Dimes and the Dime 2 and the Dime 3, and perhaps that's because it's got bigger battery, and the buds themselves are quite chunky, in fact. So as you can see there, as I open that, not only do the earbud lights light up, but there are lights on the inside of the case. Now this gives you an indication of how much is left in the case, how much charge is left in the case, and that wasn't doing that on the other case. So there was something broken about the charging case for the other ones, so it wouldn't shut off. I don't really know what it was. It would charge them, so it wasn't that they weren't recognised as in the case, but it wouldn't shut them off, and there was no lights. So swapping the cases has worked. These are an absolutely fantastic pair of earphones. The sound quality is insane. You do get a built-in or an app that you can download. It's called the Skullcandy IQ. It gives you all sorts of features. So let's have a quick look at that. So don't download the Skullcandy app. You want the IQ app. And this gives you even more control over your earphones. So as mine are in their box, they're sort of disconnected. If I open the lid, so it wakes them up, and they will then appear on the list. There they go. Connect, so it's connected to them. You get this lovely app. The top of it gives you the charge for each bud, which I really do like, and then you've got a lot of other features on there, so you can tweak the settings for voice control, button settings, voice assistance, equalizer. One of the things I touched on in the other video. If you're not entirely happy with the sort of sound balance and quality, you can go and change it. There are different modes, or you can enter a custom mode and change the levels on your earbuds. That is a very neat little option, which I will cancel for now. The stay aware mode, which is one I hadn't touched with, I really do like. So when you're wearing earphones, it can really block out the outside noise, which it's supposed to do, but they have an option called stay aware mode, and it kind of, while you're listening to music, it kind of activates the microphone so that you can pick up noises and things going on in the background, and it was great. I tried it recently in a actually I was sitting there waiting for my son to have his hair cut. I had some music on, and the barber was trying to talk to me. Now, if I didn't have stay aware mode on, I probably wouldn't have been able to hear him, but I put it on and it would pick up his voice and we could have a conversation. And it's supposed to be like if you're out and about and you're in traffic or you're walking around, you get some awareness of what's going on. A good and a bad thing. Sometimes I do like to just shut out the outside world. And there are other things on there. So you've got take photos. You can use the button on the side of the earbud as a sort of a remote button, and then you've got your find with tile, which is great. You can use your tile app. You need to download the tile app, you need to open an account, but it will then find them. So these are my grind, and if I want to find it, it's quite good. You know, if you've lost one of yours down the side of the sofa, you can set it off. Obviously, if you've got them in the case, you can still do it. So I want to find them, but I don't know what I've done with this. It should still find them if I hit the find button. It is looking for the bud. It is inside the case, so if you were to lose this, you would still be able to find it. And it does tell you sort of location as to where it is, but it does need to be sort of within, well, it's Bluetooth, so if you're further than sort of like 30 foot, I don't know, if you've left them on a bus somewhere, you're not going to be able to use the find feature. And then you also got the one feature and the one main thing that people buy earphones for, and that is music. Now, I listen to a lot of 90s rave, drum and bass, jungle, and I was extremely impressed with the sound quality. And like I say, if you're not entirely keen on it, you can change the EQ settings. So I'm just going to pop in the left one, and it's told me that the battery is 100%. And voice control is off. Now I do apologise if I shout, but they are very sort of noise cancelling earphones. And I'm going to play a bit of some drum and bass. So the volume is about 3/4. There's a bit of a slow intro, but there is a rumble and bass going on in the back there, and it's really deep. It's now starting to kick in. Right, I've now put that up full, and that is extremely loud. You could probably hear that. So that was a bit of sound quality for the music. Now, I really wish that I'd had this kind of experience the first time round. Absolutely superb sound quality, build quality, all of the features on it are fantastic. I do really like the feel of them. They are, well, they're a bit big and a bit chunky, and they are a little difficult to work out which way to put in, especially when you first get them. So they sort of go in and they point upwards, but they are extremely comfortable. I've listened to music with them for quite some time. They don't sort of make your earache after a little while. They're just really comfortable, and it is a shame that I had such a bad experience the first time round, but that was resolved with buying another case, and that's fixed the issues. So if I ignore the first time round, the problems that I had, then I would highly recommend them. Good sound quality, amazing battery quality, extremely comfortable to wear. I love all the extra features. Like I said, I did buy some Dime 3s, and I have been impressed with them. For the price you pay for them, now I think they're like £25–30. They were great. These come in a little bit more at like sort of £65–70, and all of the extra features do make it worth it. I think that the sound quality on these is better. You've got more bass, etc. So if you're looking for a fairly decent mid-price, because I don't think that £65–75 is too expensive. There are sets out there that are sort of reaching 100–150. So if you're looking for a decent pair of sounding earphones with all these sort of bells and whistles features like tile, EQ, stay aware mode, in terms of actually taking calls, these are fantastic. I've taken and received loads of calls, and the person calling me hasn't known I've been using earphones. So if that's what you're into, then these are fantastic. And like I said, I just wish I'd had this kind of experience first time round. So that's my review of the Skullcandy Grind, the second pair. Don't know what to make of that. Is that a build quality issue? Let me know if you've had similar problems, or am I going to be experiencing that with these in a few months' time? Is it an issue with the case, or was it just a one-off? But there you go, Skullcandy Grind, my second review, and let me know what you think. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.